Alright, I'm back. So where are we? Oh, I think we can go to the Acrobats Room now, I believe. Nope, not you. I cannot. So, maybe I can present the cloth to somebody else? Or the note? Not you, that's for sure. Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about the note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat. While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? Guess it wasn't really a company, it was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into his pocket of his tailcoat. Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Let's see. Uh-huh. Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find it out on your own. Sure, you can find it somewhere. I tried to loot it like 14 times, dude. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. What about your bust? Nothing? Okay. Sorry to bother you. I think it does look the same. Nothing different about it. It's 5 cards in each hand. Yeah, it's the same. What about the hands lay over? Yeah, no, it's the same. It's the same. Okay. Move. Back to the entrance. Back to the big top. Back to the office. That one. Examine the cloth. He's done it. Hey, do you see that? For the 14th time? Scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of his tailcoat. You know, I've got a feeling I know what this is. And that's the other half of the note from Mo gave us. Let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it. It fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? What does it say? For the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Tonight at 10 p.m. The murder took place. Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster. No updated in the court record. Ringmaster's tailcoat has been expertly cleaned and pressed. Got one perfect crease. And Ringmaster must have liked things neat and tidy. Kind of pointless, isn't it? There's no way that beats Mo's room. This beats Mo's room. And that's cool. All I can hear in my head is, aha, aha, aha. We gotta find Regina now. We'll go to the, lodging room. Do you know anything about this? Nope. No, you do not. Doesn't surprise me. Move. Lodging house. Hey, it's Gumshoe. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. I'm sure you did a good job as usual. Well, I'm done with the investigation of the acrobat. Finally. What is Miss Von Karma? Beep beep. Beep 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 beep. Nick? What is that? A beeping sound. Hmm? It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? Every time I hear that sound, she usually is not very far behind. You put a tracker on the woman? Or a pager or something? Don't mind, pal. I gotta go ahead and get out of here quick. See ya, pal. Didn't know the Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot. Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl that's still in her teens. Well, does it go inside? It's freezing out here. One's as biting as ow. Biting his lashes from a whip. On Karma, you did appear. Real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix, right? Did you have to jump out of the scares like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day. The day my dream finally comes true. In the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news. Ha ha ha. National news, you possess such a small sense of scale. Global news, Mr. Phoenix, right? Your miserable plight will be known internationally. She might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. Miss Von Karma, it appears you got your hands on something big, huh? I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone good and you couldn't hide that look of a victory in 10 paper bags in your head. Got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Any more hints? Conclusive witness, you must mean the acrobat, right? Putting in the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. Final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix, right? Yeah, I got it already. You want me to beat it to destroy me? Can't worry about her. I'm gonna try and find more information myself. Why do you keep giving me the evil eye? Doesn't matter if you're proven guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. My dad? You mean that esteemed Manfred von Karma? Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Out of you, one more word and you'll get a mouthful of a whip. Now, when will I ever bring up my papa's name in this, or any other conversation? Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You won't understand, Mr. Phoenix, right? I have to see him again, one more time. And I'm sure you know Mr. Edgeworth. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth? Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma. Exactly right, it was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was... Right again. Miles was like a little brother to me. He's older than you. And they were the same age. Edgeworth. Man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. Dunk. After that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he is gone? Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix? What does she mean? Edgeworth was never quite the same after the case, and then with the case after that one. He never set foot in court again. Then one day, he just vanished. All I left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chose his death. That was 1 year ago. 2 months after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive. I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chose his death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Like he victory muddled the honorable name Von Karma. You want to find him? And then, I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands. Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth, Maya already told you this once, don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay? Nick, it's Von Karma. What? I don't know if you were God's gift to prosecutors or not. I had enough of you, him too. What in the world happened? Dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I had nothing to affirm you to for the day. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom case the country has ever seen. Nick, let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. Sorry I brought it up, Nick. Move. Acrobats Room. No, I got a new plan here. Acro jumps in from across the way behind him. Just punctures his back into sends him into the box. He cracks his head open on his own spine from the whiplash, then jumps up onto the roof. You must be finished, right? Yes, pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro. Are you laying down? Like, what is that behind you? Are you in a wheelchair? How do you know my name? Detective told me. He said you'd definitely show me up here. Like, are you a member of the circus as well? That's right. I mainly perform on the tightrope, on the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform is in my wheelchair. Not that one. Not that one either. Alright. What's this? That's what we want to know. It was posted in the cafeteria the morning before the murder. In the cafeteria? What happened? Suddenly looks incredibly serious. Something to do with her? Then you should go straight to the source. Her? Regina. Ask her about it. We haven't seen Regina. Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. And one night, they decided to run away from it all without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver. But the ringmaster was truly the same. Well, that's why I decided to do something very important. After that, I would devote my entire life to finding him and would repay him. And now, look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. It's a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. I wonder if she spoiled Regina. Regina is so cute. She's truly a princess. Truly a princess. Are you saying that's a good thing? I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina. I'm so sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair? The nerves of my legs were badly damaged. Can I walk now? I can't even stand up now. Since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building myself. It's awful. Accident happened during an acrobatic session, right? All the truth. Cyclops. Doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in the nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I got hurt. Injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago, when the world went on in the circus then. Stopped by yesterday, noticed that you weren't in your room. At the hospital all day yesterday. You went there for rehabilitation, and what about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream. Huh? I just couldn't believe what I saw. I saw what I saw. What you saw? Jeez, that sounded really ominous. What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. I see the scene of the crime was right below your window. That's when I looked out the window. What did you see? It was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilian Galactica. What? That's what I thought he'd say. Absolutely positive that it was Max you saw flying? Absolutely sure, there's no doubt in my mind. Nick? Hey, it's a monkey calendar. Acro must really love monkeys. Could ask the dude, he's right here. That was the bed, isn't it? Incredibly well made, it's almost like a maid made it up. Even the laundry on the top of the bed is folded perfectly. Nothing unusual about that at all. That's how things are supposed to be. A man respect another man for doing something said man cannot do. Got a barbell? Look around, everything he's got is super uppity. Look around, everything he got is for upper body training. Wait a second, these are the same machines you see on TV all the time. Hey Nick, what? I don't have this one. The barbell here is a new model. Never do a mine, I don't want to end up in a muscle one. Ew, it's a huge pile of trash. One man's trash, another monkey's treasure. Yes, you're right, look, they're all shiny things. Even got a motorcycle exhaust. What do they call this thing? Oh, a tuba, right? Of course it's a tuba, silly, you didn't know that. Hey, that's a picture of Regina. Well, she is a shining beauty. No objections there. Hey, that's ripped. Monkey must be prone at breaking things, he's hardcore. Sorry, money. That looks fine to me. You really think that he plays basketball? I think some monkeys live life above the rim, you know? You're joking, right? You think the monkey has got proverbial game? Of course, the monkey doesn't fake the funk on a nasty dunk. Well, prehensile tail might be an unfair advantage. Monkey must use this to swing around on. Go ahead, Nick. I know you want to ride on it too. Maybe later. You can see the big top from the window here. There's snow on top of the big top. Kind of weird, don't you think? Side of the tent is warm, so any snow that lands on top probably melts. Yes, you're right. The snow probably just slides right off. Anything else here? I can see what we gotta look for here. I know nothing about you yet, though, so we gotta go talk to Regina. Can I ask how were you injured? Sorry, I thought we talked about this. Accident that happened during practice. Accident during practice? Yes. Was it from the previous cat? Fortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. Lying if that were the real cause, and had no reason to keep it a secret. You telling me the practice accident was the cause of your injury? Alright, Acro, just tell me the truth. You mind if I ask you a question first? What do you want to know? You really think I could get an injury like this from something like that? Alright, I'll come back to you. They put the other cat down. Oh, you in here? Nope. Not where I want to go. Not what I want to do. Not what I want to do. Regina here? Had a bad feeling about this. Grar? Yeah, Nick. Wonderful. Today special must be a for you, Phoenix. Stay, heal. Oh, Maya? Nick, it's you guys. Sorry, I guess I made another mistake. Yeah, a little one. Thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. Expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey? Try flying today with Max. She's already flown off into her own little world. Try flying too? I'll think about it. Gina, have you ever seen this before? I know what this is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while. It was in your pocket? Piece of paper? In your pocket? I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. Breakfast time? Yeah, I always take Acro's breakfast in the morning. When I also take out the trash in this front room. Then I go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. It's when you realize the piece of paper was in your pocket. Yep, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged to someone else's pocket. And then what? I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so... You didn't put it in the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? I did, I stuck it up there. How'd you know? So it was Janae who put it up there. When did this happen? The morning after the murder. Or the morning of the murder, I think. And a lot. I wonder who wrote this. In his pocket on the morning of the crime. It's a pity about what happened to the remaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was. I love my dad so much. I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. For a while? Yeah, when Leon died, I talked with my dad and he told me that someone dies and just become a star in the heavens. A star? It means that my dad is looking down at me from the sky. That's why I love that night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. Someone dies and just become a star in the heavens. It's kind of sweet. But I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that? Think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course. Really think so? Yeah, you will, I think. I had a feeling that everyone is getting gray up there in the sky. I wonder if everything's alright with Regina. Let's get back and clear something up. Why'd you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie? He got something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you? The picture of you? It's so shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. A lot of spangles. Really beautiful. You should see it. You should. Your costume gets hit by the spotlight and dazzles. Mr. Attorney? Huh? If you saw the monkey, you'd give me my costume back from me, wouldn't you? Really important to me. Sure. It's up to us. I'm turning down this request. Yeah, you're really gonna do it? Let's go find the monkey. This smells fantastic, so we know it can't be Mao. Wait, I know what this is. It's burgers. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Bistro du Cirque. Hey, aka the cafeteria. It smells so good in here, and those burgers look great. She's drooling like she's some sort of crazy burger monster. Burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted bun, special sauce. They're absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven. I bet I can tell by the smell. Well, I'm getting hungry too. Burgers must have some kind of special power. Let's see, you're the murderer. That's far from polite. Where did you find the rest of the note anyway? Maybe it's that we didn't tell Mo where we found it. Don't worry about it, Mo. I didn't need to worry about it. You shouldn't have shown it to me. Now that the remaster is gone, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That's all I've thought about this past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. You've heard that Acro story, haven't you? He was adopted when he was younger. Calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was so upset that he said he couldn't go on. Was that upset? Yes, he was. Anyways, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a happy big clown. Thinking about trying the ringmaster's shoes. What, really? Actress will be an issue, though. Max? He'd be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. Probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he has to say is right. Well, all that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know? The tragedy, you know. What he's talking about. Get over it? Well, what tragedy? Don't worry about it. It's nothing at all. It must be the tragedy death of the master, right? Yes, that's it. No, it's the Acro getting hurt. Dang, right to the window. No, I mean, no, respect to your butt. Are you really not this? Yeah? No, not at all. What makes you think that? Well, you said if everyone can get over this tragedy. It seems a bit strange. I don't like you were talking about me from a long time ago. I'm right, aren't I? Now we're getting closer to the truth. This once again was a little accident. Give me a break, as old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason. Maybe we'll do this one. Get over it. Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. Well, the world went on with the circus. Alright, there's no need to look at scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there, some juicy burgers, let's eat it instead. Fortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I don't get an idea what happened back then. Oh, just something about an accident? This wouldn't happen to be the accident causing the accident, would it? Causing that accident? No, I don't have that. But I do have... It's tasty? Excuse you? Alright, we don't know what to do or cause the accident yet. I still think it was the cat, whose name I forgot. So we gotta go find the monkey and get the alpha back, and then we ask Regina about the accident, I guess. Not in here. Oh, yes. Can we ask you about the accident? Must have taken an accident for questioning again. Really isn't anything that we need to ask him right now anyway. You're right, I guess. Alright, let's go in. Let's go then. Could ask him about the accident, but you know, it's fine. Let's go back to the lodging area. Try to find the monkey. The monkey? Is he in here? Mo's not here? What's that? I hear something. Stop it, Nick. You're scaring me. Ooch ooch. Nick, it's money? That monkey's holding something. That's it, that's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember? Alright, time to take on this monkey, Tony style. Ooch, ooch, scratch, scratch. Ooh, wow, ooh, ow, ooh. Yikes. Wah. Tried to have a monkey-to-monkey talk with him, I really did. Nick, you. Probably while the monkey was distracted. Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it. I can see it from here, where you are. You know what I mean. I really want to try on Regina's costume. Maybe then they'll take you in the circus and I can get some peace and quiet. What's the matter now? Doesn't fit me at all. Oh well, I guess it's time for you to lay off some burgers. Wow, how does this mean? Tell a teenager? Not to mention, doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. Here you go, Regina. Yeah, thank you. You really got it back for me. Don't mention it. Love you, Mr. Attorney. Blush, it's nothing. The Winter guy's melting much in front of this girl. She's like a third of your age. You're like 8 years older than her, my man. Costume is yours, right? And she's 16. Tried it on, but it didn't fit me. And this costume isn't mine, it was Leon's. Leon's. You know? The lion she told us about. Oh, the one that someone killed. Leon, he was killed, wasn't he? That's right, my dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. I mean, we had his, personal file to the court record. We got it now. Leon was sitting down, and then he opened his mouth, you know, gaw. Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Well, you put your head into the lion's mouth? Sure did. People in the crowd always loved seeing me do that. They'd always start screaming. Sure, they were screaming because they loved seeing you do that? Anyway. What was the bad thing? Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice. Regina, everything was alright though, right? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. And that's when Leon... Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky. Poor thing. Animal shows Leon shot by the ringmaster 6 months ago for betting a performer. Alright, not present anything. Let's go back to the cafeteria. Present? That's not what I mean to do. Really? You always said keep names simple and easy to associate. Next name is easy to associate, right? I always told Russell, if that's what you think, then call him Lion the Lion. It's a great name, don't you think? Imagine if you could talk. I'm Lion, aha, Lion. But that's what Russell said. Don't lie to yourself, the name is awful. Mo, felt what happened. Russell. He's evidence, not a profile. Heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during practice, right? How did you? Regina told me about the accident. Told him so many times, you shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts, like putting your head inside the lion's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in the lion. Leon believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along, he never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who's bitten? Come on, Mo, don't climb up him now. Who did Leon bite in the head? Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything. You promised. He's involved in this too. Involved, Mo might be talking about. No, this person, the young, you promised you wouldn't say anything about? It must have been Acro, right? How'd you know? Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster. No way. You didn't know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know. Sorry, Acro. I'm gonna get my tea real quick. Poggy. Just like you said, you know, the accident. Someone die? No, but it would have probably been a lot better if he had. How would that have been better? Still alive, but when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. Never recovered from the coma that he's in. Coma? All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. That's all he's ever going to be able to do. I see. How's he related to the Acro? He's his brother. Huh? Person who got bit was Acro's brother. Brother? They were an acrobat team of the brothers Acro and Bat. 2 nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime. Who was Acro's younger brother? Sean Dingling. Everyone always called him Bat. Fell in love with Regina, trying to win her love was his downfall. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. Half of them are probably around her age, but some of them are double. It's supposed to go while we were practicing. And Sean, he looks like he could be around 60, late teens. All of a sudden, Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon." You want to do that? Oh no. That's what caused the accident. Oh my god, dude. Never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling. You mean Leon? Yeah, Leon. When he bent down, he was smiling. My cornea? Thank you? Some sick grin. Melt my retinas off my eyes? No way, that's impossible. A smirking lion, a flying murderer. Why does it seem that always Mo who catches all of these incredible events? Nick, can a lion smile? Hold. Can a lion smile? We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. Next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle. That's what really happened. Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. All this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you two should have some pepper. Shaka 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 shaka. There he goes again, like a normal crazy self. Achoo, achoo. That's what a wonderful sneeze. Huh, you think so? You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel. That's basic clown shit. On the shit. Really? I know you gotta understand that. I think I made a good clown. Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer. Yeah, does Regina sneeze with pepper too? She does. Bat would always tease her with pepper. Sorry, I thought tase was what I read there. Bat, from my point of view, those two always look so perfect together. The lion was jealous. They looked perfect together, huh? Alright. We can go ask her about Bat, I guess. Alright. What do you think about, we don't have the Trillo, do we? Alright, whatever, nothing new there. Right, we'll go back to... Oh, nothing new with you, right? Yeah. Back to Acro. Up here. Mr. Wright, back again, I see. Well, he did say I'm back. Wait, or that's something else. Was that someone else? I'm back because Acro was hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It would seem he knows something that we know. Oh well, seems you got things you want to talk about, so fire away. Alright, that's about your brother, but okay. I'll just present the Magatama. Am I losing it here? Because he wasn't hurt during the stinking thing, was he? Or trying to save him from the tiger? Leon, 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. His brother was attacked by the... Am I dying here? That's it. Mo's wrong again. It doesn't surprise me. He's saying that I was attacked by a lion? What I'm saying. Sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm an animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. Let me rephrase that. You battled the lion. Enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? To fight to save it? To fight someone? To save someone? That. Shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. Tried to save him, didn't you? That's how you got that terrible injury. Mo. Must have told you. Yeah, we learned about that from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. Suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. Slip of the tongue. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime. Cut down together. That was where he slipped. That's how I figured it out. The two ended up at the center of the same incident, or accident, together like always. I see. Accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. Still haven't broken Acro's last cyclock. Must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. Wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you were still hiding something from me. Is someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being invasive? Regina. You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like, she is cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You got quite a set of eagle eyes. But they were hawk eyes. You know, it was Tiger trying to attack me. Or Tiger tried to attack me. Regina tried to attack you? Twice. Haha, he wasn't serious about it, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred the Leon to attack Matt, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. You still hate Regina. Got proof of it. What? What are we talking about? Don't maybe I overdid that again? Looking to hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll prove that you had out for Regina all along? This. Where'd you get that? Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. I always take Acro as breakfast in the morning. You wrote this, then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. Unlock Poggy. Wheelchair. My legs were injured by Leon 2 months ago. My younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina. A dare? An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date. It's insane, didn't he know how dangerous that is? We all thought he was being stupid too. But that lion was very old to begin with. And age brought it with the countless experience in doing that very trick. Fortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the accident happened. He just wanted to take her out to the movies. Poor Bat. When Leon chomped down, I jumped towards him. And Leon attacked me. And that's how I ended up. Ellipses. What about Bat? Still in a coma. Went to the hospital yesterday to visit him. I see. Still waiting for him to open his eyes again. That's the reason why I keep going. Bat and Regina. They were such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this. What is it? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him. Gross, it's covered in blood. This scarf. It was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. You're telling me? Regina coated it in catnip? When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. He? Leon, obviously. Oh. Dunky dunk. When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin. Nick. I know, Mo said the same thing. What do you think this all means? I'm taking that scarf if you don't mind. Miss Von Karma, I've already heard everything. So hand over the scarf. Well, the scarf is evidence in the trial. As for me to decide, I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? I've served a summon through Acro to appear in court tomorrow as witness. He's on the 3rd floor, you're gonna help him down? Acro will talk more at the prosecutor's office. Acro, a witness? Come on, Acro, let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am. Now what do we do, Nick? How are we gonna handle this tomorrow? How are we gonna handle things tomorrow? Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. Look at that, look at you all full of confidence. Must have found something you can use. It's all beginning to come together now. We're done, dude. Trial time. Hey, it's Ray Romero. December 30th, 9:41 a.m. Good morning, Max. Oh, yeah, good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. Always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Teehee. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Regina. Oh, fabulous, my sweetie pie princess. You came to watch me perform today? You came to watch my performance today? Of course I did. Mo told me I should come and watch this. Mo said that? What kind of performance will you be putting on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end? It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on. Or even where she is. Well, Max, looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today, I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. It is different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to you. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How long can you go? How long can you go? Mo, top of the morning to you, governor. Top of the morning. That's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. Early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms like higher brain function. Here, Max. Brought you a present. Have some milk. Oh my. Thanks. So how are you today, Wright? Well, I've got the feeling that I'm gonna be face off against the real culprit. I mean, Acro. Huh? Think he did it? Be careful. He used to be on putting his life on the line, literally. Got to spare. All I got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is. He said that already. This means that I won't be able to press him like any other witnesses. What are you going to do then, Nick? Today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today we rely on evidence. The only way we can get past Acro and the truth. You're right, but it's going to be tough. Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today as important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. You want us to make sure Regina watches? Yes, that's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She doesn't know that when people die, they don't just become stars. Maybe a little fashion clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. December 30th, 10 a.m. Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Miss Von Karma. You may proceed with your case. Prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. Bug. Order. I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation that prosecution will present if it needs so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene of my orders. For Gumshoe? Very well, please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work, or should I say, time to walk to the courtroom tightrope. Can you bring birds inside? Name and occupation. Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. Fluid as an acrobat at the Merry Big Circus. Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. Look at the map. You will see the witness's room and near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. Under the crime. You really gonna like do that, Mo? This man's in a wheelchair. You can't just change rooms with him. Under the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. You're gonna let this man go up 3 flights of stairs every night in a wheelchair? Why would you tell us what you witnessed? All right. It was just after 10 p.m. I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump, which from outside the window. Then a few minutes later, I saw someone flying, right by my window. It was Master Galactica. I saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. The witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. That's the case. Very little prosecution needed added. All is left to explain how the defendant disappeared in the sky in the night. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of the sad fool. A man must know the proper timing of things with your fingers, right? Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? The words of Ms. Von Karma, may I quote today's proceedings? There is no way that actually happened. Very well. Now you may proceed with your cross-examination. I cannot press this man, so we already have the evidence, I believe. I could be wrong about not pressing him, just... We won't get penalized, I believe. We could try it. If I did that you were resting in bed, one would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct? That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. As a case, wouldn't it be a good idea to just close some curtains? I never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Ow. Witness will proceed with the testimony. I'm gonna get penalized, I'm gonna press. Your room is on the 3rd floor, right? Yes, and you said that you were resting in bed? That is correct. But you were still able to hear the sound from outside? I was indeed. Resting Acro doesn't seem to get results. Maybe something was contradictory in what he said just now? I don't believe so. I'll do it. There is a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. There's a contradiction in private with evidence. But do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? Look at that thump. I don't. What the rolls is this? Don't worry about it. Did they revise their thing? I don't think they did. I'm willing to say 10, 15 just after 10. Are you sure it was a human being? Could have been a mannequin, or perhaps a large action figure. Well, setting aside this possibility of mannequin, action figure is plausible. You have no need to mince words, Mr. Phoenix, right? Testify to the truth and only the truth, just as if we were there with you the night. I believe it was a human. That had to strengthen his testimony. I wonder if accurate statement is the facts. I do know it was a statue. But I don't think I present this yet. Yeah. I'm repeating this. Okay, never mind. Where are we? Let's see what it looked like. When I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. Of course he is. Now that challenge will be to expose his lies in court. Bolted metal. 10 p.m. and I was retching in my bed. Around that time I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. And a few moments later I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Magical Attica. I only saw him from behind, but that's what it looks like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. I can't just present the bus, can I? I don't think so. Obviously not. I don't know. And I can't press him what he was wearing, right? It's behind him. Oh, whoops. I don't think it's that. But he was dreaming. Wait, hold on. We'll press you. There was no hat left there, gamer. Includes all the still cat, yeah. I want a prediction. There we go. Hello. Huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. Objection. Yes, I want to prove it with evidence. I'm ready. Claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? Silk Cat. What about the Silk Cat? Stole on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down at your own window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I was in. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me. It's a shame, because you would have noticed the Silk Hat was found at the scene. That's the Ringmaster's hat, right? Right not. No matter how you look at it, it's Max is Silk Hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 Silk Hats? No. This is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing this on the stand. Order. Objection. As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth, and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? Acro is the real culprit. Your Honor. On this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself, because it was meant for Regina to go to the box at 10 p.m. and he would off her for putting his brother in the coma, injuring himself on this occasion. Is this Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we're accusing the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. Haha, I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at the audience's hearts and mind. Ellipses? Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? You don't believe me. Just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to be almost as... What? He's calm enough for it to be almost be scary. He is staying rather calm and collected. Can you control your pet? Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to this defense's accusation? I don't really need to say anything, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. Can't even stand up by myself, let alone have leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But do this by accusing me of the murder of all things? Watch. See, even the silver common sense makes it clear that accusation is ludicrous. She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man. Phoenix is a poopy head. See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? If you're trying to drum up a support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. A doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand without him under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro has an accomplice. Is it by this Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? The monkey? I obviously don't know yet. I can bluff with the monkey. You don't say. Not good. This is gonna end well. Don't tell me you think you're gonna get off that easy. What? You must not have heard the sound just now. Maybe it wasn't clear enough. Falling into your own trap can be hard to notice sometimes. Mr. Wright, seems as if you won't be able. Seems as if you won't be stopping at Acro, but will make other accusations. When you did have an accomplice, things are not looking good for you. I understand, Your Honor. Go. Very well. Let's continue with the perchance. What happened would be Acro's accomplice? The monkey. You don't say. You're looking very bad. Tell me you think you're going off that easy. I'm sorry? I chose the wrong option. Alright, somebody else then. It's not the bus, because that's not what that means. Well, it's a person, because they just redid the dialogue again. Accomplice. I have no idea. Literally zero. How back out of this? I don't know, it doesn't matter. I don't wish to keep accusing him. Give me the penalty. Did it all by himself. And then this must have been, they hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Bon Karma. I just thought the monkey would be an accomplice. You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you babbling about, Mr. Wright? There's no accomplice. Acro Planet committed the murder all by himself. Order, order. What are you getting at? Keep them on their toes, Nick. Now I'm going to have to prove how it all fits together. To show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. You do it, Nick? Can you really do that? You know what I can do? I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, let's do it. It's your finish, right? His witness is the killer, and his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. The crime was committed. Exactly where was Mr. Dingley? Third floor. I'll obviously hear the entire time. That's Acro's room, which is simple. Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, I'll do a correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. Are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingley? Interesting theory. That's it? Considering that what you propose is impossible, yes, that's it. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there is no way he could go to the scene to be the killer. You get a point. Seems you forgot once again, Mr. Finish, right? The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Lewis said that he saw Max, didn't he? Floating up. But Maya, it's still impossible for him to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? I can't leave my room. I obviously can wear Max's costume. How did he do it? Next course of the legal buffet. Careful, Nick. If you mess up here, Red can't mess up here. I gotta give this one some serious thought. He killed the ringmaster. He did it while he was in his room. I'm dead about that. Under the lion. As to how Mr. Dingley committed the crime, Mr. Wright. What's that? A picture? It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust. Quite a large bust. Because of its life size is also very, very heavy. Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. Ah? See, this is how Acro was able to kill the ringmaster. With the force of gravity, Maximilian Galacto's ample bust. Order. So you're saying the bust fell into the ringmaster? Rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Well, Acro was an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like a bust. Mr. Dingley, how did you respond to these charges? Well, at a loss for words. Should be. He knows he's getting close to the truth. Oh well, Acro, you can't run away from things this time. Watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Finish, right? What? Your Honor, his physical health of the witness is material to the case. Demand that we get proper testimony for the witness himself. Testimony, you say? About karma. Using the testimony as a route to stall time. Where else to stall time? Absolutely no need for such testimony. Defense says his version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. Defense objection is overruled. Why can't he see things my way once in a while? Mr. Dingley, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. Witness will have no problems, however. Respectful towards them. Thank you. Sorry, it's hydrate time. Why, hello. Why, hello. Why, hello. My man. Is you here? I heard him. Hello? Bing bong? My soggy brethren, are you here? I won't text the man. I'll hit him in Discord. Well, I'll leave Discord open then. I don't know, man. Continue. Sync to any load in this case. Acro's physical state. Suppose it could have lifted something that size of the bus. Strong upper body from working out as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bus and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. It makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head, thus it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bus on him, don't you think? Absolutely not. I had no doubts in regards to the witness's testimony. Impossible for him to lift the bus and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries. What I was thinking, what is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? So let to pursue the cross-examination, please. Simply stalling is shameful, really. Grr, can't let it get to me. I got to focus. Cross-examination.
Alright.
You knew where he was. Oh, why, hello.
Hello. Sorry.
Oh,
I wanted to go get
you
drinks while I had a few more minutes.
Did you see the wire earlier?
I did not. Hold on. Let me check.
What do you think about throwing 10 games of before we start Stardew, throw 10 games of trials to get the messenger.
Is that something that's for real?
Yeah, if you, because they added the weekly to it, or like the Saint, that if you just do 10 matches, you get a piece of gear, no matter what.
Bro, are we about to throw 10 trials games?
Yeah, people have been doing that. They jump off the matches. They just jump off the side of the cliff.
I mean, I would play
You do a match in 2 minutes. No, I'd rather just throw myself off the thing. Because like, I want to get Stardew going, right?
Rip my...
So we'll just...
Rip my rank.
We just throw... Oh, no. We just throw ourselves off the building or the map 4 times each match or whatever it is. Lose and then do it 10 times.
Yeah, but what if... Hear me out. We see if they're doing it first.
We can always wait a second.
Yeah.
Because then we get the win at 3 wins anyway.
Yeah.
You never know. Objection. Is it the trial 3 or 4 players?
3.
Okay, that's fine. You didn't really need to lean out the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already know ahead of the time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. Objection! Your silly hintings at things are just pointless, Mr. Finish, Wright? Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence, Mac? But I did such a good job hinting. Yes, hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this. The key point here is the wooden box. Same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over. The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bus came falling down was exactly the same moment that the remaster lifted up his wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean the bus were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box? There would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim. No. Order. This is unbelievable. Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now you gotta keep going, and there's only one way to go from here, forward. The next question I have is, who placed the wooden box at the scene? It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He had to get to the rope, and then all I had to do was lower it down. Ow. Now I'm gonna whip you some more. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Ow. Ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was made, specially made. Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. The weight of the box. The box had a remarkable weight. According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds, which lifted up the wooden box would have been required. Oh, I see. One would have to squat down and lift it up with their body, wouldn't you say? Exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large. The box also has a carrying handle on the other side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be approximately the same place. Fool. Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you've had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place the wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he was proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? Yes, the cafeteria. What happened to it? Well, you remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself. That means, you understand what it means, don't you? I very well have been able to drop the bus from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room? You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright, explain that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Ugh. That's exactly how the witness would have carried the bus from the cafeteria. Yup, we definitely have a problem here, but there's no place to get perplexed. I have to get my wits about me and prove that things happen once and for all. Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bus from the cafeteria back to his room? The monkey didn't carry it. Well, the monkey carried it, that's all I can think of. A monkey? Money the monkey? Everyone knows Money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist ring. So are you saying that witness had a monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. Monkey stole it from his own and then brought it back home. Home? Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room? Objection. But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. Mine, those are some very nice cards he's holding. Yes, and they are made of platinum, which is very shiny. Wow. Acro. Money is a strong monkey, right? It's easy for him to bring the bus back to your room. Wasn't able to handle that himself, he'd be, in the market for a new roommate. Order, I said order, Miss Von Karma. Where is the bus? The question at the moment. I don't know. Searching for it as we speak. Rather a strange turn of events. Let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as a murder weapon. Wait. And the bust was the murder weapon? Purely by accident? It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron. Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, the argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Ow. Don't seem so flamboozled, especially about this fraud of an attorney. Fraud. You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Fingers, right? And what is that? You should know. You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. Ah. There was no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright? Don't let her beat you now. I won't. This is my chance to turn the trial around. When the murder occurred, there were 2 people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry. Another was the murderer himself. Answer this, and only this, Mr. Fingers, right? Who was the murderer? The clown is still the boss. I asked you the other person Mo saw on the scene. Evidence has nothing to do with the question. Objection. Contrary to Monfia, it does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said that he saw a man's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. Poggy. Jeffrey. Do you wanna, switch to, something now? Do you want to see if, what's it called works? Yeah, is that... I'll leave the climax of this case to, later this week. I'm still doing the same one, by the way. Just like 8 hours into this case now or something like that. Pong, pong. I think I'm almost done it, but like, I'll finish that next time. Alright, I will load up DayZ, and we will, see if it works. And then, I told Aaron he has nap time till 7:40 tonight, so...